A serial rapist, that is Enimo Zuza, has been sentenced to 89 years in prison by Harare Magistrate, that is Francis Mafumo, after being convicted on 10 counts of rape, attempted murder, and robbery. It must be noted that when the sentence was being delivered to this serial killer, he was seen agreeing whilst laughing. I don't know that guy has a mental health related problem, but he was not going to be sentenced to this far if he was actually mentally, if there was something mentally wrong with him. So, which means I think 89 years, I don't foresee this chap reaching 89 years. So, to some extent, justice has been delivered. But he was laughing. I'm sure the victim seeing this person being sentenced whilst laughing, that on its own doesn't. I felt disturbed that if you have lost your loved ones in a gruesome manner, as he did, and you see him laughing in such a manner, that on its own was traumatizing. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please don't forget to subscribe. So, a Gurube serial rapist, Enimo Zuza, has been sentenced to an effective 89 years in prison by Harare Magistrate Francis Mafumo after being convicted in delivering the sentence. Magistrate Mafumo said the court had considered several mitigating and aggravating factors. The court noted that Zwitzer is 85 years old and has two children, aged 11 and 12, who currently live with their mother. The magistrates also took into account that the accused pleaded guilty to all charges, thereby saving the court's time. However, the court also considered that Zwitzer is not a first-time offender, having previously served a 48-month prison sentence in Gurube. Magistrate Mafumo said the offender deliberately targeted vulnerable victims who had no one to assist them, showing that the crimes were carefully planned. Zwitzer received the following sentences. Count 1, 20 years imprisonment. Count 2, 7 years imprisonment. Count 1 and 2 will run concurrently. And then count 3, 12 years imprisonment. Count 4, that is 7 years imprisonment. Count 5, 10 years imprisonment. Count 5 and 10, count 5, 10 years imprisonment. Count 4 and 5 will run concurrently. And then on count 6, 7 years imprisonment. Count 7, 20 years imprisonment. Count 8 and 7. Count 8 rather, that is 7 years imprisonment. Count 7 and 8 will run concurrently. Count 9, 20 years imprisonment. Count 10, 20 years imprisonment. Count 9 and 10 will run concurrently. The first lady, that is they call him Dr. Auxillia Mnangagwa, was also present in court during Zwitser's sentencing. So this is what happened to the serial rapist, killer, and also in some instances he was accused of attempted murder. So he has been sentenced to effectively 89 years. If you add 89 plus, you can tell that judging from how people live these days, there is high probability that by the time he finished his sentence, he would be on the other side of the world. Justice in some way have been delivered, but I wish all of these were actually life sentences, nothing but life sentences, to ensure that this murderer, that is Enmo Zwitsa, a 75-year-old rapist from Kurube, will never be a problem to the society or a threat to the society. Again, this is one hell of a story. I hope the victims will eventually find comfort. I think, to me, somehow it's justice served. 89 years, that is a lot of actually time in prison, not doing anything, which means his lifetime he will actually spend it in prison. I wish they could have actually added more years, maybe even 200, to make sure that it's life imprisonment. That will never be redeemed. So that's the story that is coming through regarding that serial killer. He will spend an effective 89 years in prison. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members or the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast as I give you